Hello, Professor. My project is using Bayes' approach to detect potential links within small-sized network. So before we talk about our project, let's first look about background. Today, to tell the pattern of links within social network is a challenging problem, especially in those networks which lacks enough information and those coward networks and such like the terrorist network. And so our purpose is to using the Bayes approach to detect those underlying links within some small site networks. And also, we wonder why this Bayes approach works and what's Bayes approach. First, we look at what's Bayes approach. Bayes approach is an approach that using prior distribution and all the information contained in the nodes within the distribution to get the posterior distribution. And also, once this posterior distribution built, we can use it to infer the future links. And why it works? Because recently some scientists have used this approach to apply for the big site protein to protein network, and it really works. And so for that reason, we wonder whether it can be work within a small site network, which usually uh, below 100 nodes. So we'll talk about the implementation. In this paper, we use Bayes' approach to infer social network structure is dependent on availability of information contained in each individual within the network. And our basic element is attributes, such as age, gender, politics, and something like that. And all those attributes should be independent of each other. So for implement our Bayes approach, we should first choose gold standard site. And our gold standard site is choose from visual inspection of the network. And those chosen nodes have the appearance of being well-connected individuals. And here is our gold standard site. And as you can see, Alexander Jitos is well-connected nodes. And once we choose our gold standard site, we will find the error cat. And error cat is a value that above which the evidence for a link is accepted, and below which the evidence is regarded as being too weak, and there should be not a link, and not a link. And for here, we have totally 30 positive links and 8 negative links. So we get our error cat equals to 30 divided 8 equals to 1.6. And also we use the definition before to calculate the likelihood of each attributes. And there are 3 attributes in total. They are row, faction, and resource control. Let's first look at the row attributes. We first only using the row attribute. As you can see here, in the gold standard site, we have 8 positive links who follow the pattern of leader to leader, and also 5 positive links who follow the pattern of operator to leader. And also we get 2 negative links who follow the pattern of leader to leader. Then we will use this results to calculate our positive possibility, and is get from that the fraction of the pattern of leader to leader is equal to 62% of all the positive links, the 30 links, and we also will get our negative possibilities, which is the negative links follow the pattern later to later, and it's occupy the overall 8 negative links 25%, and then we will get our likelihood is 2.58. So we will use this mechanism to calculate all the likelihood for each attributes and each patterns, as you can see here. And then only using those row attribute, we could only pick the row pattern of later to later, because it's above our LCAT. And then we get 18 de novo prediction. And finally, we could use that prediction to compare with the real network, which is verified, to verify our effectiveness. And overall, there are 13 true positive links, which is our predicted links, and also be verified by the real network topology. And there are total 18 predict links. So our effectiveness should be 73. And also next, we will combine 2 attributes, and the combined likelihood of those 2 attributes should be their dot product. If this dot product is above the LCAT, we should pick this link as positive links. If not, we should infer it as negative links. So we get overall 10 de novo prediction, and its effectiveness should be 16%. And finally, we combine 3 attributes. Combining the result get from previous and these attributes, we will only keep those nodes who maintain the result pattern of 0 to 0, 0 to 1, 0 to 2, and so on. Because for all the combination, all those nodes who follow this pattern could be bigger than our LCAT. So we get overall 10 de novo predictions. And also by add more attribute, we maybe get some pattern back, as you can see from before. By only using those 2 attributes, we will kick off the defection pattern of G to S and K to S. And when we add the resource control attributes, we will get faction pattern of G and S back, because its combination dot product is bigger than LCAT. So this is our result, final result, and those red lines is those true predict links, and those blue lines is false predict links, and overall effectiveness is 60%. And because our first choice of a gold standard stat is a little bit biased, so we will choose another gold standard site to verify its effectiveness. And as you can see, it's our new gold standard site, and all the mechanism is the same. And overall, we got our result, and the 14 true positive links and 5 false positive predict links, and its effectiveness should be 73%. And conclusion, from the Boss experiment, we could get conclusion that this method maybe really works, and each of the attributes should have some impact on the final prediction. Although some attributes seems not work so well, but we can see the trend of that more attributes we get, the more accurate prediction we could make. In the future experiments, we should carefully choose our sample to make it more invariable and predictable, so that some more accurate prediction we could make. And also, as mentioned before in the original paper, the subjective of choosing good standard is still a problem, and also its corresponding LCAT.